working in a highly scrutinized industry, the cannabis industry, as a coach, best-selling author, and entrepreneur. So I know that working in cannabis comes with a lot of stigma. And I think I would guess that it would take a lot to kind of stand strong in not just your beliefs, but the work that you do when you do have even like politicians, everyday people scrutinizing the work that you do. So talk me through how you work through those processes.
Yeah, man, it's a daily intention. And so just a little bit of backstory. It actually took me a while to accept fully what it is that I do in the industry and just, my involvement in itself. And that came about a year and a half ago. I was doing some self-reflection. I took a DISC assessment, which shows you the different behaviors and styles that you may have in a certain environment or a situation. And so just reflecting on my personality type or the tendencies, I tend to seek affirmation from other people. And so making the correlation of tending to seek affirmation from other people and being in an industry that has been heavily negatively stigmatized, like there's a disconnect here, there's a misalignment. And so even I was maybe about 6 months into my master's program, which is in cannabis science, and I'm still battling to where it's like, I'm having this challenge. And it wasn't until I was able to develop that more self-awareness to see, okay, this is now starting to make sense. I'm in an industry where there's constant battle, there's constant stigma, and I may be tending to seek that approval from other people because that's just my natural tendency. Yeah. And so I had to throw all that out of the window. And what that looked like for me, what it looks like today, is having a mantra that I say in terms of being a cannabis pioneer, doing some different reinforcements that I have around to actually build up that confidence to actually, work and be in the industry.
Yeah. I want to know more about your affirmations and the different practices in particular, because I know that those are what helps a lot of people. So tell me what you do on a daily basis.
Yeah, I have some things that are written in my shower that I recite. I'm an enthusiastic leader driven to get results in a unique way. Those different things highlight my drivers and my motivators, which I learned too from the assessment. So just identifying certain things that are going to continually prime my mind to go against the grain on a daily basis is really, really important for me. And that's one of the things that I leverage in the morning.
Yeah, I really appreciate that you do that, because I think there is this huge disconnect or misconception that people get to a place where, you're on top of the world, you don't have to do any work, you just wake up and you're owning it. And it's like, this is literally a thing that I need my daily affirmations. I know that. Yeah. And because sometimes either the world's going to be against you, you're going to have a business deal, it may be something going on in career, maybe your kids, like whatever it is that's going on in your world, there will be real struggles sometimes. And even if they're not related to your work, they have the power to impact your mind. And when your mind is not healthy and fully aware, that's when it takes, like, the thing over here creeps its way to your performance over there. And it's so crucial to stay mindful and look at, like, do that brain check, do those assessments to be like, okay, where is Jocelyn? Where is Coach Ash?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, just to speak to that a little bit in terms of when you don't have I won't say, so I was going to say, like, when you don't have a morning routine, you can tend to be very responsive and reactive. But even if you don't have a morning routine, not having a morning routine is that morning routine. And so really intentional about being able to control what you can control. And so for me, that's making sure that in the morning I do, the things that are necessary, pray, meditate, say my affirmations, to where once the day starts to happen and things start to come about, I'm in a better position, a more clear-headed position to be able to make decisions and make moves on, what it is that needs to be done.
Yeah, I love the morning routines. I also do a nightly one too, just to kind of summarize and reflect. I just got this new journal where you write down, like, the things that you liked about today, what are you grateful for? And I think that those, because I journal, But
Mhm.
having something that's structured in that way, I think is super helpful, because even if you've had a rough day and you're going to bed like feeling a little anxious, it's
Yep.
like, okay, let's reflect on the good. Let's reflect on things that we can take action on and how we're going to improve for today. Like what are the next steps for tomorrow? And so I love the thought of having a routine that you can lean on to put things into context, right?
Yeah.
Because the problems of today seem huge because you're looking at it from the lens of today. But if
Yep.
you take a step back and say, okay, this is a day out of like my, I'm not going to reveal my age on here, but like out of my however many years.
25. 25.
Oh, thank you, thank you. No, I'm 28. But out of my however many years of life, like um, it puts it into perspective. This is
Yeah.
one day out
Yeah.
of how many days, you
Yep.
know, and how many things have I gone through? How many things have I overcome?
Yeah, the victories.